Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Welcome to our first PU Computer Science online classes. In last class, we know that we already started the basic programming construct. We know three important basic programming constructs are sequence construct, selection construct, and third one is called as the iteration construct. In last class, we know the sequence construct meaning, we know about the diagram, about our entry point and exit point here, and how the data going to flow, whether it going to flow in any other side. No, we can say that the flow is in one direction and straightforward, that is from the beginning to the end. So this is called about our sequence construct. Now in today's class we are going to we are going to explain the second construct name. The second construct name is called as the selection construct. Okay, the selection construct. So the selection construct, here we can say that in the ability of the programming language to select the statement of a program. Clear this point? Here we are going to select this statement for execution. Correct? No? Without any use, we are not going to select, we are not going to write any program. The main benefit, the main use, we are going to write the program just to get the correct execution of the program. I want the output of the program, I want to execute the program, so I am going to write the program. Correct, no here? So we can say that the ability of the programming language here, the user select the statement of a program for execution to execute the program based on some condition. Why I use the word based on the condition? As we know that select or selection construct or the structure is classified into 4 divisions. So the divisions are simple if else, if ladder, switch statement. Clear this point? You know the meaning of the selection construct, no? That means we are going to select this statement for execution based on the condition. That means depend on the program, we are going to use any one statement. Maybe sometime the program going to work simple if, sometime by using if else, sometime else if ladder. In our else if ladder, there are 2 formats are there. Format 1 and format 2. Later words I will tell about all. And lastly, this switch statement. Select this statement for execution based on the condition. And we know that divided into 4 division. Simple if else if ladder, switch statement. Okay, now first one is the simple if. Now what about this simple if? Simple if is also called as the one-way branch decision structure, other name of the simple if. The other name, or in other words we can say the name of the simple if as the one-way branch decision structure. And this structure helps the programmer to decide whether a particular set of statement should be executed or not. Andre ಈಗ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಇಫ್ ಎನಿ ಮಿಸ್ಮ್ಯಾಚ್, ಇಫ್ ದಿ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ or the condition not going to satisfy, then this statement not going to execute. Artha aita? Condition true idre matra statement execute ಆಗ್ತದೆ, condition false idre statement execute agudilla. So we can say that is also called as the one way branch decision structure, and this structure helps the programmer to decide whether a particular set of this statement or this statement that means executed or not. Okay, we know if condition true only going to execute, if condition false not going to execute. Okay, now this syntax, namage syntax helidre gottide alla, syntax helidre eno, that means it is a set of rules that should be followed while creating a program. Correct no kya? While writing a program, whatever the rules regulation is that we should follow it proper manner. Here it is called as the syntax. So if condition is true, executing this statement. Okay kya? Otherwise the control comes out of this structure. Clear this point here? Out of this structure, the control comes out of this structure. That means not going to execute anything. Clear this point? If condition true, then only executing the statement here. Otherwise the control comes out of this structure here. Now later, how about the flow chart? We know that the flow chart is a pictorial or graphical representation of a solution to a problem. Correct no? How we solving the problem? By using some of the systematic, by using the diagrammatic representation for a solution. That means by using the diagram we are going to complete the flow chart. We are going to build up or construct the flow chart. So is condition, if the condition is true, executing this statement. Artha aita? Nanu illi T anta bardidene. T anta helidre true, F anta helidre false. If the condition is true, executing this statement. Clear? If the condition is false, that means comes out of this structure. Artha aita ellarige? Nanu already helidene. If the condition is true, then only set of this statement going to execute. Okay kya? So if condition is true, executing the statement. If condition false, that means comes out of the structure. So this is about the flow chart. And lastly, now let's one simple example. So in today's class I want to use the simple example for the simple if. So if it is the condition what we written in our condition, the amount greater than or equal to 5,000. Maybe if any amount that is greater than 5,000 or maybe equal to 5,000. 5,000 otherwise 5,000 ginta ಹೆಚ್ಚು idre adu namma condition. If it is true, then executing this statement. ಯಾವ statement execute ಆಗ್ತದೆ? ಆಗ discount calculate ಆಗ್ತದೆ. That means the amount ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಈಗ maybe for example 6,000 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 6,000 ಅಂತ ನೀವು ತಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ amount ಅಲ್ಲಿ, okay, then sure it going to true the condition. Correct no? Amount greater than or equal to 5,000. ನಮ್ಮ amount ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 6,000. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ condition true ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So if it is true, it going to make the calculation of the discount here. So amount ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ 6,000. ನಾನು just example ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. 6,000 into 10 divided by 100. Clear this point? It going to make the calculation to the statement here. The discount calculate ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದೇ ನಮ್ಮ amount 4,000 ಆದ್ರೆ, amount 4,000 ಆದ್ರೆ whether the condition is true? No, because we know that maybe amount equal to 5,000 or maybe greater than 5,000, then only this statement going to execute. Clear this one kya? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ statement execute ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದರ ನಂತರ net amount calculate ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇದು execute ಆದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ net amount calculate. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅದು execute ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ condition true ಆದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದು statement execute ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Clear this point here about our simple if. We know that 4 types are there in selection construct. Now just I selected the first one, simple if. We know the syntax about the simple if, and what's the other name of the simple if? One way branch decision structure. Now this is called as the flow chart, and we know the very suitable or the best example for our simple if construct. In last class we know that some important selection construct, and such selection construct are classified into 4 divisions. The first division name is the simple if, second one is the if else, third one is else if ladder, and else if ladder classified into format 1 and also to the format 2nd, and also the last fourth division is the switch statement. So we know that in last class only the selection construct. So in case of the selection construct, the first type is the simple if. This simple if is also called as the one-way branch decision structure. It is one-way branch decision structure, and this structure helps the programmer to decide whether particular set of this statement should be executed or not. So this is the condition about our simple if. And the first example, now let's the second example for our simple if. Clear this point? The second example for our simple if. So before going to write any program, first of all we need to start, that is from our header file. So the header file, what's the variable we are going to use in the program, depend on the variable, depend on the function, we are going to use some of the header file. So header files, maybe the mostly the header file going to use as the hash include IO stream. I means input, O means the output stream here, and also the IO many header file conio.h. So each and every some of the header file going to use, but the most important header file is the IO stream.h here. Now let's one program we are going to select for our simple if. So here maybe some of the header file is there, and later the main function. Maybe sometime we are going to use the main function as the void main and sometime as the int main. So should remember it, if we are using the int main here, then we need to use return 0. It going to return some value or some value from one function to the another function. Clear this point? It returning the value here to the function if you are using the int main. But maybe if you are using the function is the void main, then it not going to return the value. Clear this point here? So just because of the int main, after the get ch, I completed the word return 0. Now let's about all those here. Now opening of the flower bracket, here some of the variables are there, and such variable I completed by using the data type sal and b. So sal means the salary, any variable name we can use, and b that is equal to the bonus, and both sal and b I completed by using the data type. The data type is the int. That means if you are using the data type int, then for sal I can use 10,000, 5,000, whole number. It's not possible to use 5,000.75. If you want to use 5,000.75, then sure we need to change the data type, that is from int to the float. Clear this point here? Okay, so sal and b whatever is that, everything going to use in a whole number only. And after that this CLR, SCR, open close semicolon, that is called as the clear the screen. Maybe if any error, any mistake, anything is there, so it's going to clear. So clear this screen here, and later one message I want to display on monitor on our user screen. The message is the enter your salary. Clear this point here? The message is the enter your salary. So in case you want to display any message on monitor, then such message going to write by using the double quotation. Clear this point? So first of all we need to open the double quotation, and after completing the message we need to close the double quotation, and also we need to use some of the syntax, the rules. The rule is every statement going to close by using the semicolon. It depends on the statement. Clear? Where to use the semicolon, we should need to use such a semicolon here. And maybe here cout is that, we know that about the message, such message going to display, but before that the cout, the full form of the cout is the console output. Clear this point here? The console output here, and this is called as the stream insertion operator. The stream insertion operator here. And later next one, after that, after entering your salary, I want to enter the salary. That means I need to use the function. The function name is the sin. The full form of the sin, CIN. The full form of the sin is the console input. Clear this one? And this operator is called as the stream extraction. Stream extraction, that means it's going to input some value into the sal. Clear? Into the variable sal. So clear now the meaning? The first one, whatever the message you want to write, you can write such message by using the double quotation and also by using cout here, and this operator is called as the stream, our insertion operator. And then I want to import some value, some number or some salary into the variable sal. So I am using sin sal. Why? Because how I declared the variable sal, such a variable declared by using SAL only. So while going to input, we need to use the SAL only. Clear this point? And later now I am using one condition. The condition is the if sal greater than is equal to 10,000. Clear this point? If sal greater than is equal to 10,000, if the condition is true, then only it going to display the statement. Clear this point here? If the condition is true, what's the condition? The condition is salary greater than or equal to 10,000. Clear? The salary greater than or equal to 10,000. If the condition is true, then only it going to display the statement. The statement is the now I am going to make the calculation of the sal. The calculation of the sal is the sal into 10 by 100. Clear this point? So when such a calculation going to start here, when the salary greater than whatever the salary you are going to input into the variable, what's the number you are going to input into the variable sal here, if such condition is true, then only it going to make the calculation. Clear this point here? So the calculation is the sal into 10 by 100 here, and after the calculation, just it going to display the bonus amount. Clear this one? So maybe you want to display any information, we need to use by using our Cout. Clear this point? We need to use by using this Cout here, and we know that such operator is called as the stream insertion operator. I want to display such message, any type of message we can write. So by using double quotation, and later just only it going to display the value. Clear? So what's the value of the after the calculation of the bonus here? It going to display the message as the bonus. Okay, and maybe if you want equal sign, that means you have to write the equal sign, or maybe after the calculation of the sal here, we will get some of the bonus, maybe it going to display such bonus amount. Clear this one? So like that it going to display here, and later after that sal is equal to sal plus b. After the calculation of the bonus, we will get some amount for the bonus here. So we know that if the salary is 10,000, so 10,000, maybe the bonus is the 500, so 10,500 it going to display, and such one is going to display by using the variable. The variable is the sal. Clear? In this case, if the condition is true, then only it going to make the calculation for the variable bonus here. Okay, and after the calculation, it going to display the bonus amount separately, and laterwards it going to add the salary plus b into the variable sal. Clear? And finally it going to display our, because I opened the flower bracket, so such flower bracket going to close. Now still here I didn't start the program, it is just only one simple example. Here in this example I want to tell about this simple if here, if the condition is true, then only it going to execute the statement. If the condition is not going to if the condition is not true, it not going to display any statement. Clear this point here? So if the condition true, it going to display the statement salary amount. Clear this point? Salary, that is equal to the sal here. So like that it going to use, or we can use one simple example for our simple if program. Okay, now we know that in last class we already started, that is the concept our selection construct. We know the meaning of the selection construct here. That means the ability of a programming language to select the statement of a program for execution based on the condition. Correct? No, here we are going to select the statement, and we are going to select the statement for execution based on the condition. And we know that 4 divisions are there. Simple if we already completed in this class only, and the second one is the if else, third one is about our if else if here, that is called as the else if ladder, and fourth one is called as the switch statement. Okay, we know that the meaning of the simple if. So this structure is also calling as the one-way branch decision structure, and this structure helps the programmer to decide whether particular statement may be depend on the condition. It is going to execute the statement. If the condition is true, executing the statement. If the condition is false, that means not going to execute the statement. So this is called as the simple if. We know that about the condition, if condition, syntax of the simple if condition, statement, correct no kya? And also we completed the flow chart here by using the condition. If the condition true, executing the statement. If the condition is false, that means coming out of the structure. And we already completed some of the example. The one best example, the amount greater than is equal to 5,000, and we know that about our amount or whatever the calculation is that when it going to display the statement, if the condition is true, then only it going to calculate the amount of the discount here, correct no kya? So this is about our simple if here. Now let's the next point about our if else. Clear this point here? If else, it's a very important concept also, if else concept. So what about the if else concept? So here we can say that this structure or the constructor or the construct here is also calling as the two-way branch decision structure. Okay, simple if is called as the one-way branch decision structure. We know that why it is called as the one-way branch decision structure. Now we know that the if else is also called as the two-way branch decision structure, and this structure helps the programmer to decide whether one set of statement should be executed or another. Clear this point here? So just the difference to our first simple if and to this construct is that in our simple if condition true, then only executing the statement. Clear this one? But in case of our if else, if the condition is true, any one of this statement going to execute, maybe the first condition or the first statement going to execute, or maybe the second statement going to execute. Clear this point here? So this is about our if else. Okay, now let's the syntax of the if else here. So if condition statement A, clear this point? If condition, then statement A, else this statement B. Depend on the condition, any one set of this statement to be executing or executed here. So clear? So we can say that it is called as two-way, any one going to execute. It is not like our simple if condition true, then only it executing this statement. But here if the condition is true, any one statement should be executed. So this is the syntax. Now let's about the flow chart. So first of all, the flow chart, first of all it going to check the condition. Okay, kya? It checking the condition. If the condition is true, then statement A is executing. Clear this point? If the condition is true, here T means that is called as the true here, and F is called as the false. Okay, so if condition is true, then executing the statement here. If the condition is false, that means maybe it going to execute any one. Okay, whether one of the statement should be executed or not, and this is called as the printing statement, any one going to execute. Now let's, by using example, it will be clear to everyone about our if else, the two-way branch decision structure. So in this example, maybe here first of all we are going to write some value to the variable A and B. So the value is, A value is equal to 20 and B value is equal to 30. Okay, the A value is equal to 20 and B value is equal to 30. Now after providing some value to the variable A and B, I am using the condition. The condition is if A value greater than B. Clear this point here? The condition, you know about this one. What's the condition I am using here? A value greater than B. We know the value of the A. The A value is 20 and B value is 30. Now when you are going to check such condition, whether 20 value is greater than 30, that means the condition is false. Correct no kya? So maybe anyone going to execute. Clear this point? If the condition is true, but when the condition is true, the A value should be greater. When you are going to compare with B value, maybe the A value is 30 for example and B value is 20, then that means sure it going to execute this statement. This statement is the maximum value is equal to A. Clear this point here? If the condition is false, else it going to execute this statement. That means the B value is equal to maximum. Clear this point here? So you should remember it. The value going to assign A to maximum, and maybe while going to write, we are writing as the max is equal to A, but actually what's the value is there in A going to assign to our variable max. Okay kya? Going to assign to the variable max here. So if this condition is true, 30 value greater than 20. Condition is true no? 30 value greater than 20. Correct no kya? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ 30 value ಯಾವತ್ತು ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 20 ಗಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿದೆ, ಆಗ ಯಾವುದು ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಯಾವುದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So this statement is the maximum is equal to A value. Okay kya? Otherwise if the condition is false, then max value is equal to maximum value is equal to B here. So because of this reason is called as the two-way branch decision structure, because whether any one of the statements should be executed, whether one statement should be executed or the another. And lastly just I want to display whichever is the largest, whichever is the maximum. Okay, so just I am using one printout just to display all those message on the screen. Cout, we know the full form of the cout, console output here, and this operator is called as the stream insertion operator. Okay kya? The stream insertion operator, or maybe any message you want to display, that means such message should be write by using the double quotation. So opening of the double quotation, maybe I want to display the message here on screen, maximum is equal to, and after completing the message here, just we need to close the double quotation, and again I need to write the value also. Correct no? So in this example, not just only the message, I need to show the value whichever is the maximum. So on that time it going to display on screen as the maximum whatever you return here as a message. So maximum is equal to maybe 30 value, for example A value is equal to 30 and B value is equal to 20. When you are going to check the condition, 30 value greater than 20, on that time whichever is the maximum, maximum is equal to A here. Correct no kya? So it going to display the message as the maximum is equal to max. So max value that is equal to the A. Clear this point here? So the maximum is equal to max in this case here. That means it's going to display the value, the A value that is equal to the 30. So clear this one, how it going to display the answer. That means here maybe simple if, don't want any confusion, simple if, just only if the condition is true, then only executing the statement. So this is about our simple if. Adre if else ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, maybe any one of the condition, okay, going to execute here. So here whether maybe the one set of statement should be executed or another. Clear this point here? So this is some of the point in case of our if else, that is the syntax. If condition, statement A, else statement B. This is called as the flow chart. If condition is true, statement A, else if false, the statement B, and it is very simple example for our if else. Thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.